We're going to start this fourth use case, the product and work management, here in this release cadence project. Now, as we call the attention to the work streams, we first see that we've got JIRA related information, activities, and tasks alongside non-JIRA related information. All of this is in one project, having dependencies in between the two different work streams so we can tie different activities or data that flows in one project together. So when we think about road mapping, whether it's coming from, in this case, Jira, or any other road mapping tools like Azure DevOps, you can do that all here in Proggio by being able to plan and have that two-way bi-directional integration between these third-party tools. I want to highlight that here. As I click on this activity, which we see this overarching bucket, and then notice the different tasks that are underneath that. As we look and expand on this, we'll notice that the description is there and all of the details, pulling the information, dates, even down to the assignees from that. Now, as things are updated even here in Proggio, that can then be pushed out to the third-party application. So the push and pull can happen seamlessly through the API calls. That's the first thing I wanted to touch on. The second thing is being able to go in and look at how we can see different methodologies. If I come back to, I'm going to pull up this portfolio. Notice that I've got a number of different projects that probably are very different. For instance, a vendor selection project is quite different from a manufacturing project. How you set it up, how you have different multiple methodologies from a hybrid working style to different types of working styles, those can all be set up from here and have different templates or being able to come in here and manipulate these project plans that also can be reflected up here in the portfolio and how we look at the data. So you'll see this split screen and where we're looking at Proggio's patented views to be able to map out on a timeline how we see this data and the course of the entire project here. Now, next, I want to move into talking about the execution and oversight for those executive folks and how they look at this, whether they're looking at it in the map view, being able to look at the prioritization, go into a prioritization matrix, if you will, and having these different types of reports that can be saved here to your portfolio or any various areas of the application, even down into looking at the dashboards and having specific dashboards, whether they're project related and changing out the specific project, or even a higher level up and seeing the specific portfolio and all of those projects that have the information and all the data and underlying details in this specific portfolio. These can be shared with different users. Think of different executive team members or another team, just your PM resources. You want to be able to send this out to them, whether it's a screenshot and have a cadence automatically scheduled, or just give them access to the system, being able to change out the link and how long it is active for them. So they're able to jump in and see that detail at any point in time. Now, next, I wanted to touch on being able to look at how we can collaborate. We've seen this collaboration functionality in the top right-hand corner, and we can do that down at any level. We go into a specific project here, right? Maybe we're just starting this project. We don't have anything on this map, and we want to start including some different folks in the organization and saying, hey, we need you to start executing on this project. I can mention them. Hey, Jed, please start working on the planning. As I share that with them, that can then be pushed out to them via email and have this notification in the system with a bubble icon. All right. Now, this collaboration is done throughout the entire application. All of this is real-time data. They're going to get this in real time, see the details, always be able to go back to a dashboard, see any notes, information, even seeing at the home screen things that are executed on and seeing real updates. All right. Now, next is being able to look at our resources. And as we look at the resources, you want to be able to plan and see, hey, do we have folks that are overburdened? We know utilization is super key. Do we see some of these overburdened time periods during a week that we could then go and reallocate to different resources by changing the status, pull up the information and see what their workload percentage is, maybe add someone else and change their percentage to half of that, if you will. And the last is being able to have financials in the system. We can have budget related information all the way at the portfolio level. We can also drill into the details and see that. Now we can integrate with multiple different third-party tools, supporting systems, financial applications that make sense for you. Thank you.